Trojan family, what's up? Welcome back to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. I'm your host, Ryan Dyrud. Quick update from the Navy All-American Bowl that will be happening on Saturday, January 10th. You can watch it at 10 a.m. on Peacock. I might be on NBC also, but if you have Peacock, you can certainly stream it on Peacock. We will have coverage for it all day long right here on the USC LAFB channel. But a quick update today from practice day 2. I wish I was down in San Antonio hanging out. There's some great stuff coming out from guys like Scott Schrader. I believe Chris Trevino's down there as well, plus all the national rivals and 247 guys who all do great work. But I wish I could be down there, but obviously, with the newborn, Gotta be dad mode here for now. Quickly, before I get into this update, though, tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, depending when you're watching this, Wednesday night, Tim Prangley and myself, the call-in show is back. Been a week or so because of the holidays, so we'll be live tonight, Wednesday, January 7th, depending when you're listening. If you missed it, sorry, you can watch the replay, 7 p.m., right here on the USC LFB channel, taking your calls, talking all things USC, transfer portal, defensive coordinator search. So just wanted to get it out there quick. If you're watching this beforehand, hope to see you back here live at 7. But quick update. So this will be a fast one. There are 6 USC commits participating in the All-American Bowl. There are plenty of 2027 potential commits, one of which will, I believe, in Aaron Washington be announcing after the game and could be announcing for USC. It's been trending that way. But 6 2026 commits are participating in the week of practices and the game. You got wide receiver Caden Dixon-Wyatt, offensive tackle Vlad Diakonov, defensive lineman Jamian Winfield, defensive back Brandon Lockhart, running back Deshaun Rideau, and edge Luke Wafel. All 6 have already drawn great reviews. No surprise to us. We knew how elite this class is. No matter what, I wouldn't even say nationally, no matter what some opposing fan bases think, this is not only worthy of the number 1 ranked class, but it is leaps and bounds probably even better than that. When you think of some of these 4-star prospects that potentially are fringe 5 stars, guys like Jamian Winfield, I think a guy like Caden Dixon-Wyatt, I'm not taking anything away from Chris Henry Jr., but with how loaded the skill position was at modern day, he may have gotten overshadowed and he may be kind of just as good. And I think his overall ranking of like the 18th best receiver, I think that is vastly underrated. So guys showing out, not surprising, but Rivals just dropped their top 10 from today. And 3 of the 6 USC players there made the top 10. There's a graphic out from Rivals they put out, but they also have an article from Charles Power, who's like their guy that makes these rankings. He is the director of scouting and rankings. So he's kind of the one that is responsible for how many stars these guys have. So he put an article out. I'll put a link below. It's behind a paywall, so I don't want to read the whole thing. I want to respect that they charge for that. But I'll put the link if you want to check it out. But the ranking itself, I'll work backwards to forward. So coming in at number 6, you have Jamian Winfield from USC, obviously. If you search some of these guys. If you just go on Twitter and just search them, you'll see them pop up in a bunch. Again, I've reposted a few, but there's a bunch you'll find. Dude's playing as a freshman. I've said that many times. This is just another case in point. Like, he was dominant in high school, and now he's going up against the best of the best when they're doing these one-on-one drills, and we'll see in the game, but they're doing these different drills. And he's just absolutely a man amongst boys. When you talk about interior defensive linemen going up against guards and centers and just blowing by guys. When you talk about the speed, the power, the bull rush move, the different pass rush moves that he does have. And so when you look at USC's future and who they've brought in, they added obviously the Michigan State defensive lineman. You obviously have, Jakeem Stewart and Floyd Boucard and some of these other, and Jade Abasiri re-signed. Jamian Winfield's going to play in that mix. How much is yet to be seen, but he is good enough to absolutely crack the starting lineup, and that's not out of necessity. That's because he's just that dang good. So it comes in 6th today. Coming in higher than that at 4th, and I think this is probably what should be most exciting, because we all knew Jamian Winfield was going to be really good. Vlad Diakonov coming in 4th, offensive tackle from Folsom High School up in Northern California. And Another underrated kid. I think when he was recruited and committed, it was kind of like, okay, cool, that's a nice commitment. Yeah, that'll probably help with Ryder Lyons getting his commitment because he's teammates with him. But I think a lot of people kind of glossed over how good this kid is. And, this shows he is another guy that's been dominant in these. And he's had some reps one-on-one with some USC guys and done fairly well and held his own, but did really well against other opposing players. And so he got a little overshadowed because of, and rightfully so in a sense, I guess, Kenai Pepe is like the crown jewel of that kind of tackle class. Obviously, Brett Kolajay, I think another underrated player who from the interior aspect is going to be really good. But when you just look at tackles, it was kind of like Kenai Pepe and then Diakonov was like right there. He's showing out, balling out. So that should have fans excited, the fact that he wasn't a household name and is still showing out amongst all these All-Americans. So great stuff. Diakonov, I think, is another guy that's going to compete. I know I say that a lot. I just think this class is that good. Now, you have your book and tackles kind of set to start in terms of Justin Tawanuu and Elijah Page returning. And Kenai Pepe probably has the highest ceiling still coming in this class. But I think Diakonov is a guy don't sleep on. Kid's got a lot of talent. He's really athletic for, obviously, is what you need from the tackle position, more athleticism than, say, a guard or center. And he certainly has that in spades. So really talented kid, excited to see. And then coming in number one, the MVP of day 2, Luke Wafel. LAFB shirts dropping soon. Wafel House coming to Los Angeles. So, the Wafel House is opening. Obviously, we're talking about Waffle House here, comparison. So we'll have the Wafel House shirt dropping here soon on LAFB. You can find it right here on the channel. But Luke Wafel, absolutely destructive today. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson, disruptive. Again, I won't read the whole thing because it is behind the paywall, but Charles Power essentially said the offense was basically unable to accomplish reps and plays because he was that disruptive. Again, different position, but there was times in practice for the Rams, and sometimes with the Broncos too, when you think about Von Miller, if we're talking specifically edge plays, where they would basically have to take him out of practice just so they could get through their reps, just so the offense could actually hey, we need to finish this rep and see it through, and you blow up the play every damn time. That was Luke Wafel today. That's how dominant he has been. That's how dominant his season was at Hun, his senior season. And again, this is another kid that is a day one, I won't say starter, but a day one rep getter. He will be playing, and he will be actively playing day one for USC next year. Absolute home run recruit that has signs of Myles Garrett, of Aiden Hutchinson, of kind of go down the list of some of these premier edge rushers that we've seen. That is Luke Wafel, the next great edge rusher. And this is, again, no disrespect to Cam Crawford, who I love, no disrespect to Braylon Shelby, who I love, but he is certainly, I think, the highest ceiling edge player USC has had in quite some time. Now, you still got to put in the work, got to come in and earn your spot and do all that, but this is certainly trending in a very good direction. So there you have it. USC commits looking real good so far. I'll keep you posted on anything that happens tomorrow and leading into the weekend. Like I said, 10 a.m. Peacock is the game on Saturday. I'll have you covered right here on the USC LAFB channel. Tonight, 7 p.m., Tim Prengley and myself live taking your calls, talking transfer portal, talking defensive coordinator. What's going on there? So we'll be talking all through it, taking your calls. So hopefully see you there. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you know every time we drop a video. Every time we go live, you're notified and you're in the know. Check out our message board over at LAFBnetwork.com. I've had some people comment, not all of you. I appreciate you, but some, and I get it. Some are like, hey, I don't need to listen to you for 15 minutes. Just give me the info right away. Well, on the message board, that's there. I put all the info there that's in bullet point. If you just want to go digest it that way, instead of listening to me, totally respect it. At least you can go check out the website, and it's free to sign up, free to read everything. But at least it's there and you can see it there as well. So check that out. Thank you all. Talk to you all soon. As always, fight on. Hey, Trojan family. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching the USC LAFB show. Before you go, let me tell you quickly about our friends over at Sleeper. Go right now, download the Sleeper app. It's the #1 sports app, not just for season-long fantasy, but they've got live pickers. They've got live stat updates. They've got a chat. You can chat with other users, plus the daily pick'em, which is a blast, or daily fantasy, whatever you want to call it. You go and pick 2 to 8 players across any sports. If you're talking USC, go choose Jade Mayav in his next matchup. Pick more or less passing yards, more or less touchdowns. You stack those, and you can win real money. When you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code USC LAFB. You're going to get a match deposit up to $100. Put in $100, you get $100 free to play with from Sleeper. Put in $10, they'll match you that $10, so now you're sitting at $20 to play with. But also, right now, for any new users, no deposit required. You get $20 free entry. You can stack both. You can get the $20 for free. Go make a deposit. Use USC LAFB, and now you've got a bunch of free money to play with right there on the Sleeper app. Check it out, Trojan family, and when you do, tell them the guys at the USC LAFB sent you.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.